Welcome back to video. In today's video, we're playing skylines. In today's video, we're going to be finishing up this whole entire side of the city. So I first started off by expanding our industrial area here, and I just need to reroute the power lines a little bit. And then I put in some garbage services, and these will allow for us to deal with the garbage problem for over here, because there is no sort of garbage services anywhere remotely around here now that there's enough people here. Garbage is starting to stack up, so we do need that. So I just put in that small little bit of a recycling center and a landfill. Along with those, I also put in parking for them. Then I also put in the grid here for our commercial and also our industrial. And then I went across the rail line here to then start to put in the small little bit of neighborhood that will be over here too. And then for the zoning, I did the same stuff that I was talking about, but over here I did put in this warehouse just to fill in space. I also give us space to obviously store goods and stuff, and then I looked at some stuff for the birthday of skylines since it did turn 10. I think the day before I recorded this, so I was just looking at some of that new stuff for it, and then I put in the zoning. So obviously in this industrial area, it's industrial. As we started to get to the edge of that, though, I made commercial. And then after that, I allowed residential just because of pollution, even though the generic industry doesn't have much pollution. And then I also did put in a little office building in there, too. But, for this neighborhood out here, this is all low-density residential. I did put in some commercial along the main road a bit later on. But, for the most part, this is all low-density residential. So it's all going to be single-family homes, and that is fine. It's exactly how I want it. And then pretty much just the highway here. This will be the barrier where everything just stops. And that's what you see in real life too, with like train lines or big highways or even just rivers and stuff. That'll just stop development pretty much immediately. Or maybe not completely, but they will stunt it quite a bit. And that's typically the edge of a lot of these smaller cities and towns, is some sort of main road or natural phenomenon, I guess, or rail line, something like that. It's typically the edge of these small towns and cities. So I just try to do that, model that kind of with this, and I say it turned out pretty nice. Or actually, I didn't get across to the other side, so I don't really know how well it will turn out, but I did then just put in a big grid for a bunch more homes in here, and this is just all low density residential. I made sure none of them were on the main road, and then I put in a elementary school in here since there was none around here. And along with that, I did obviously put in parking for it. This is a very small parking lot, but I would be able to make it work. And then I put in a small little path here just to give pedestrian access a lot quicker into this neighborhood here from the main road, since there is really nowhere to get across for a while. So Well, it may not solve any car problems, which I doubt there will be really any, because all there is homes in there. But it will to solve pedestrian issue to where the people will probably be more likely to walk than drive here. And then I was looking through some stuff to figure out what I could put in here, and then I decided to put it in a post office. And this post office, since there was none around here, desperately needed one this whole entire area, which we've been slacking off on these like we pretty much always do throughout a lot of the city, but I decided to put one in here. I do also need to put in a bank in this area of the bay, but that's something we'll do in a future episode. And then I did put in water for all of our people here, and I just added in our little block for everyone that lives around here, so this way they could have everything that they wanted. And then finally, to finish up the episode, I just continued adding on to our neighborhood over here, and this is where I added in that small bit of commercial. So I just added in our little offshoot road, I guess, I don't know what to call it, but in our road to put residential on, low density, and then I put low density commercial off the main road. So that's where that is. And I also put in some more homes over near the city and everything along this road. I did spread them out a bit, but didn't put any near the highway interchange either, because people wouldn't like that, at least to live there, but also they would be in the way. But here's the final product. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, make sure to like, subscribe. Do you next one. Bye!